We're back with another episode of VetterView, episode 18. Crazy, almost at 20. I'm here joined with my buddy Travis Karczewski. If you want to introduce yourself, brother.
Yeah, Travis Karczewski. I served in the Marine Corps from 2013 to 2017 with 2-7.
27. Right. And so we'll get with this first question, right? Why did you join the military? Why the Marine Corps? And all that stuff.
Honestly, I don't know. I think I wanted to join because I felt a calling towards something higher. And at the time, I was only managing a McDonald's, and I was like, what do I want to do with my life?
Yeah.
A buddy said, what do you think about serving? I went into the Army recruiting, and they were playing that stupid ass song, Army of One. And I'm like, this ain't for me. This is not for me, dude. So I walked out. I went to the Marine Corps recruiting office, and they pretty much just sat down, and they were real.
Yeah.
I wanted to be part of the best, man. And I wanted to fuck shit up pretty much. I mean,
you wanted to do the hardest one. That's at least was
I
for me.
wanted to have that pride.
Yeah.
To carry with me. So yeah.
For sure. And so they convinced you fairly fast, would you say, or they just sold it to you, or?
Yeah, they convinced me pretty fast, man. I went and took my ASVAB. I was in they do the pulley, I don't know, system.
MEPS, right? I think
it's
called MEPS.
Yeah, and I actually got to leave 6 months ahead of time because they did this mini boot camp, and they actually brought in real drill instructors for a weekend. And it was like a mini boot camp, and I got a call like on a Friday, and they're like, "Hey, are you ready to leave?" I'm like,
Damn.
I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I got 6 months. And they're like, well, the guy that was supposed to leave tomorrow flaked out on us, so we need someone to fill his shoes. And I was like, let's fucking go.
Damn, so, you were about it, huh? You were like, let's
Yeah, I packed my shit up. I told my family, like, I'm leaving tomorrow. And I did it, man. I just freaking went.
Did you want to go into the military also to kind of I guess for it to open more doors and potentially get you into a better position when you get out, or did you go in with the mentality of it being a career sort of deal?
At first, I did go into it with a career mentality. I just wanted to be a part of a warrior culture, man.
Right. Yeah, it definitely offers that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how old were you when you joined?
Shit, I want to say 21, 22.
21. Okay, that's definitely older than most people when they first get in. I think most people are like 18, or some people are even fucking 17 when they enlist. It's crazy. Parents have to sign over their kids to the Marine Corps
right after high school.
Yeah, they have to sign them over like some gear. They get from supply or whatever. So you did you pick your job for any specific reason, or was it just because they pitched it nicely?
I actually went in open contract. I didn't know
shit.
what the hell I was going to get, man.
Damn.
What I ended up with was what I ended up with, and I was like, all right,
this
cool.
is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was for me. I was also open contract, and I was like, man, I wonder what the fuck I'm gonna get. And I don't know when they told you, but they told me like at the end of boot camp, they were like,
yep,
reading off names like Rubio, fucking 3521, Morty. And I was like, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
Yeah. I was like, what is that? They said North Carolina. I was like, all right, North Carolina's where I'm going. You got it.
Oh, you went to North Carolina, man?
Yeah.
Oh, that okay. All right.
Yeah, I think yours is in where? Where's your training at?
Missouri.
Missouri?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't remember the freaking base it was.
Jesus Christ. Let me mute this guy real fast. Sorry, people. This guy's over here. All right, and we're back. Sorry about those boop 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 Discord messages. Um, fuck. Oh yeah, Missouri is where you said you went, right? For
Yeah,
schooling. What the
yeah.
fuck was that school like, man? I've never really asked anybody about it. How is that school? Like, what do they teach you?
It was an army base.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they just teach you how to operate shit. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
yeah, I don't even honestly don't even remember how long the schooling was. It wasn't long.
Yeah.
It was probably like we graduated boot or SOI in I want to say October
Mm-hmm.
around Thanksgiving time. Went to Missouri and we were done with Missouri by Christmas time.
Oh, wow.
So like we were there really short, I think.
Yeah, that's fucking
Um,
fast.
and then we shipped. They're like actually with Kat. Kat
Mm-hmm.
was in my class, and they're like, "You guys are going to 29 Palms," and we're like, "Fucking sick."
Yeah.
You know, we started googling
Oh no.
look like there, dude, and we're like, "Oh, that don't look bad."
Uh-huh.
and we get there, and right off the bat, we were fucked because like the plane landed, and the plane landed in
Palm
29,
Springs?
yeah. Palm Springs, yeah.
Yeah,
Palm
Palm
Springs,
Springs.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're like, how the fuck are we going to get to?
29 Palms.
Yeah. So we called a taxi up, man. A taxi took us, and like our
Fucking
bill,
taxi?
yeah, our bill, dude, was like over $200, and we're like, damn, like right off the bat, man.
Oh no,
Um,
that's so much money.
yeah, and yep. That night I met Starling. That dude was a freaking dipshit when I first met him. I hope he watches
He
this, man.
will. He will.
Yeah, he corrected me on having my arms crossed. He's like, "You got something to say? Your arms are crossed." And I was a little fucking bitch, and I was like, "No, Lance Corporal," like,
Yeah.
you
It's like
know,
when you're first starting when you're first getting into the fleet, you're super boot.
yeah, dude, and just sitting there with your hands behind your back, talking to everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Fuck.
embarrassing.
Yeah, what'd you think about that whole fucking beginning experience, man? Now that you look at it, it's obviously different.
You, I get it. It's like a pride thing, like
Yeah.
I guess that's how you establish shit with people under you. Me looking back on it now, I quite frankly think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like little ass Starling just balling up on bigger dudes than him, like not giving a fuck, man. Like
Yeah. All the time.
Starling,
Yeah.
if this was the streets in Flint, Michigan, dog, your jaw would be broke, you know. But at the time, it's like
It's the
if
Marine
you were
Corps.
to do that in the military,
Yeah.
Starling would bring his big ass bodyguard Remy, and Remy would take care of you.
Remy and Shotgun
You're
will
not
show
just
up.
dealing with one guy. Like
Yeah.
you fuck with a senior, you're dealing with them all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it. And the funny thing is, like, I thought it was funny was like, I thought Starling was like the biggest douchebag when I first met him.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But the
shit.
funny thing is, he was the one that I most respected when he left.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how that worked out. Like, here this guy is being a super big fucking douchebag, and then he's the one that you missed most, when he left. Shit.
Yeah.
So just kind of weird how shit like that works out.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I feel like it kind of was like that with a lot of the seniors, or whenever you're a senior. Like, you can be a dick, but then people will be like, oh, well, he's still kind of cool, like whatever.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
I think it has its place, for sure. There's a time and place to chew somebody's ass, and do it like that. I feel like you and I did it a lot.
I feel like we were the pit bulls, man. Like, we were assholes, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we were a little bit of
Especially
assholes
you,
for
man.
sure. Um, but I think it's required a little bit. It has to be, right?
Yeah.
At least a little. Not like to the point where it's just nobody wants to talk to you or whatever, but just, enough. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of that being in 2-7.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, I think you made Griffin cry
I did.
over the ice, man.
Wait.
Because he had dirty hands and he reached in for some ice and you just started chewing him about his dirty fucking hands, and he just sat there looking down, crying about it.
I don't know if he cried. Giffen. I don't think he cried, but I faintly remember chewing his ass about that. What was that ice for? For our drinks or whatever?
Yeah, because they were stupid and they weren't hydrating out in the field.
Oh.
And then we kept calling them like, you're fucking stupid if you don't drink water out here and shit.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, they're like, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm gonna faint. And you were like, I fucking told you, dude. Like,
I remember that time. That was like their first time. It was their first time going out to the field, and we told them the night prior, drink some fucking water. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you bring water because it's fucking no joke out here. And sure enough, like you said, they were fucking dying, dude.
I don't feel good.
Yeah. They were struggling. I think we all had like a whole gallon of water each, just like you're accustomed once you're in a little bit more. That shit. 29 pumps is no joke though. Yeah. Honestly. It's
kind of funny because it's like we were super big dicks to them. But honestly, I was really proud to see, the Marines they were becoming.
Fuck yeah.
And seeing them take charge of shit when we were on our way out and how they were handling things. And
yeah, definitely.
To me, that was a feeling of like success, when we were on our way out. But yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of wild how being a senior is. It's like, I remember when we first got them, I was like, this is a little cheesy, I guess. I was like, you guys are gonna be better than what we were. Like, you guys are gonna, and like my goal was for them to, turn out like better than what we, like, raise the bar a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if we don't do it, nobody's gonna do it, and then the Marine Corps is not gonna work. But it's literally just a cycle of seniors teaching other Marines, and then it's just rinse and repeat. And I don't think a lot of people really. I mean, I know I didn't necessarily look at it like that too much, but that's exactly what it is. I mean, your staff sergeants, your higher supervision doesn't really play the biggest role in that. Like, you just see them every once in a while, and they'll talk to you every once in a while. But I think that
they're like there just to like fuck your entire day up.
Yeah, they're like, hey,
how you deal with that is on you now.
Yeah, and everybody else is you and your seniors. It's mostly you and your seniors all day, and Gunny will come out, punch everybody, and then go back into his office.
Yeah.
And then that'll be it. Or he'll brief you at the end of the day when it's like, all right, Jansen, everybody's depressed and exhausted after 12, 13 hours worth of work or whatever.
Or we have to go do something stupid for
contact calls.
That boot ass fucking lieutenant, man.
Which one?
God, dude. He's so lucky I forgot his name, man.
There's two of them.
Fucking.
Does he look like
Jato?
Jato.
That's Jato. Man.
What's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right. But you made some dumb decisions for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of played the part. You played what everybody doesn't really like of a early lieutenant. Yeah. Like, you played all the roles.
He really did, man. He really did.
I hope you're getting better. Fuck. It takes practice. It takes time.
Dude, he was on duty one night and he was trying to bust his own fucking Marines.
I remember that. I wasn't there for that, but I remember that.
And I was like, dude,
we can take care of it. Yeah.
But I was like, I'll take care of it. I'm making them throw out all their shit right now. And pretty much hazed them in front of him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't good enough. He's like, no, we're going to meet stupid ass early on the weekend.
We're calling all the fucking everybody back.
Yep. Like, wow, man, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. Could it not have waited? Honestly, how serious was it? Could it not have waited like until everybody's back?
Like, why'd you go in the room, bro?
Yeah.
Like, they're being good, man.
Yeah. It's not like they were fucking off.
Yeah.
Like you just went in there and fucking decided to do it. As much as we complain, right? It's their shit. It's their show. That's all it is. We're just kind of there. We're just there.
And I think that's where a lot of the that's kind of where like the toxic leadership comes down from, man, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess that's why you keep Marines pissed, right?
Makes them work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes them work aggressively. And they just want to, it makes them just look forward to getting the fuck off work. And then you keep it going. You push it a little bit.
And then you keep it going, dude. I've never seen so much grown-ass men in my life before on the verge of snapping in the head, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. The battalion did a fantastic job. I understand it's a busy unit. But fuck.
Yeah, fuck is right, dude.
That was intense. Like, I look back at it now and it's just like, that's a lot of work. I can't even imagine what they were like before when it was like an actual fucking war. Not just us going to the Middle East out there and, you know, supporting. But
I don't know if this is 100% true, but I'm pretty sure, like, they shot their own guys that they didn't like.
Like, back then?
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard shit like that. I heard rumors and shit like that where like, oh yeah, you go first, sir.
Yeah, like that's kind of going down a conspiracy hole with it.
Yeah, you know? But I've heard that shit before too. You know, it's kind of weird things that you hear out there. But I kind of believe it. You know, it's like if this guy's fucking putting your life on the line for dumbass reasons, you kind of tend to speak up. I think I've had a few guys on the podcast that were speaking about that shit where it was like, the dude got in trouble for being around, for something with bad leadership. He was just risking people's lives for like unnecessarily. It was like, why the fuck I think it was the previous episode that I recorded. It's like, dude, he's literally just looking for it, just looking for trouble. Like, they would tell them not to go down specific roads, and he would go down those roads.
He would do it, man.
Yeah, and he would take his fucking troops with him. It's like, you fucking asshole. You're a piece of shit, dude. They literally tell you not to go that way, and you're looking for that fucking chest candy, you know?
Yeah, looking for the ribbons, being a ribbon chaser, man.
And then getting promoted for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Why you guys got fucked up for it?
Yeah, dude. There's some consequences that happened.
And honestly, man, like I understand the whole rank structure thing and
I do too. It works to
a sense. But at some point, dude, you got to be able to listen to your warriors, man, around you. That's how you're an effective team, man.
Yeah, I think that helps for sure. And there's some people out there. There's some leadership out there that does, you know. Take some fucking advice from, or not advice, just points from, you know, their troops. Like, people are like, yo, we could probably do shit like this, and you know, I'm sure that shit's out there, but
yeah, I bet one of, like, I don't know, Staff Sergeant, I think it was Staff Sergeant Hernandez, man. He was with Fox.
Yeah, I remember him.
That dude, man, he was a humble ass dude, man.
Yeah.
You know, I love that guy, man.
That guy's really cool. Staff Sergeant Brown was really cool.
Staff Sergeant Brown, man.
Yeah, real fucking cool dude.
Yep.
Very real.
Those were guys that were just real with you, man. They didn't go around trying to fuck with you just because they were bored, you know.
No, I remember Gunny Brown. Now I think he brought a hedgehog over to post because he found one on the side of the road and he picked it up and he brought it over to the main gate. Yeah, and, like, he was showing it to me, right? He's like, take a picture of it with your phone, right? And we're not allowed to have our phones on post. And I'm thinking about it, and then I look at him, and I'm like, nice try, nice try. And he's like, you know, like, just fucking around with me. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But he was like, just fucking with me, you know. It was good. It was a funny one. That dude was real cool. He was a real one for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Go out there and
Yeah.
smoke his Black and Milds and shit.
Miles, dude.
Yeah.
And they would just chill with you, man, on
Yeah.
post. So
Mm-hmm. I remember,
cool.
what's his name? It starts with an M. Lieutenant Manlin? What the fuck was his name? This white blonde dude. Fuck, I can't remember. But he met
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Melon.
something like that. Big dude, right?
Yeah.
I remember he came on one of the towers, and we're talking about, just to fill everybody in. We're talking about like our time during the first deployment, and we'll get into like a little bit more here in a little, but he would, because morale was destroyed during that whole deployment. It was just crushed, and beaten and buried, and it was insane. We were up there on the tower on the night shift, and I was kind of just leaning there, and then he comes up, and he's like, "We can tell on you guys that, like, on like your body language, that you guys are just fucking like over it. That you guys are just so done with this bullshit, and all we're trying to do is keep the morale up because higher up just keeps shitting on everybody." That was an interesting time in Kuwait. It was retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that, man. Because I mean, we revamped that base up initially, right?
Well, it was nothing at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was just a fucking lot with those first. The nice thing is that we got those rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, everything else was nothing. We built lemonade stand post, filled the sandbags, built other towers, do security because they wanted to have. I think it was like
Sec 4, right?
yeah, Sec 4. Right. It was preparing that base for the whole Iraq thing with ISIS.
Yeah.
That's what that was. But yeah, dude, did you think you were gonna go overseas initially?
Yeah. So they said before me and Kat came over, they're like, we won't even unpack your bags. You guys are getting ready to deploy.
Wow. No shit.
Yeah, we're like, cool. You know, I was all there for the adventure, man. I mean, honestly, I wanted to deploy.
Yeah.
I wanted to go overseas. Totally different than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, but they were fun. I mean, honestly, it was kind of like being in the Wild West. You know, you walk around. Besides your bullshit work you have to do, like standing post or filling fucking sandbags all damn day, or or just doing your stupid QRF, which is quick reaction force time.
Yeah.
Other than that, pretty chill, man. You know, you went to the gym, you ate, and you fucking. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the deployment was easier than probably the workup.
Definitely.
Deployment.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, that was chill. Yeah.
You think they do it like that on purpose? Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like. I think they do it on purpose, just to see how far you can push yourself as a person.
Yeah. And then you go see that and you're like, meh.
Yeah.
It's like.
But, it almost kind of like fucks you.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting.
Super hardcore work.
To give your all to something,
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't get it. And then you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the movie Jarhead, man. That dude went fucking nuts. Pink mist, man. And he couldn't get it, and he freaked the fuck out over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not what you expect.
Yeah, come back and you do another workup, or a quick workup. How long was our workup? 7 months?
Well, we got. I know it was less than a year before we deployed again, so it must have been. I don't know, 9 months.
We came back, man, and hit the workup right away, and then we deployed right again.
Yeah, because I don't think the thing that people see is when we get back, we don't just get to fucking chill, right? We do this whole thing called a turnover, And the way it works with the battalion that Ski and I were in is there's three different battalions, and they're rotating. So one of them goes, and we take their spot back in the States, and then it's just continuing like that, and we're just rotating three battalions out to deployment, and then being back in the States. But we have to transfer all the inventory, check all the vehicles. We have to start basically getting all our inventory ready for our workup. So we don't really get much time to relax and decompress. It's just kind of, oh, we're back. Let's start preparing to basically start training for deployment again. And it's like a 9 or 8 month. I wish I remembered exactly how much
Yeah,
training
I
time.
can't remember right off the top of my head, man, but
We do 30 days at a time,
it was
though.
short. It was short. If we weren't out in the field, we were fucking drunk in our barracks room.
Yeah.
I mean, so then we went back out there and did it again, man.
Yeah. And the second one, where did you get to go?
I was in Al-Assad, Iraq.
How was that, man?
I mean, I kind of want to say it was like the same thing. I mean, but you get IDF, which is indirect fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time I experienced that, dude. Like, I just felt like that SpongeBob SquarePants meme, where he's stuck in a hallway, like, where do you go?
Yeah,
like, which way am I going?
Yeah.
And then you see it impact, and you're like, all right, like
bunker. Or a hit.
Bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shit like that was cool. It was cool seeing the culture out there. I remember I was with Villa Saran, and T's dumbass, can't remember his full name.
Trujillo.
Yeah, him. I mean, we came back and the fucking Humvee had bullet holes in it, and they're like, where the fuck did that happen?
Yeah. Jesus.
And I remember looking at that like, I never even heard shit impact us,
Oh, your guys' trucks had bullet holes on there.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Wow.
Yeah. I remember one time. You remember Gunny Martinez?
Oh, yeah, unfortunately. Yep.
Yeah, I was with him and Gunny Z, man, just walking, and you just heard pop shots and heard it hitting the cement right by us.
Wow.
And Gunny Martinez was like,
freaking out.
What? And Gunny Z's like, if it's our time, it's our time, kind of thing.
What the fuck?
And I was like, yeah,
shoot
dude,
back.
What the fuck did you just say? Like, no, man.
If it's our time, it's our time. You just gonna sit there?
Yeah, man.
Fucking shoot.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And that was all inside the Al-Assad perimeter?
Yeah, so that happened inside Al-Assad perimeter. The Humvee happened outside.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we went to we were escorting the army. We were providing security for the army so they could go and give water to a refugee camp.
Damn. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And you guys got some pop shots, your way. That's kind of wild. I didn't get to get any of that in there.
T's dumbass was on the gun, and everyone's like,
"Where?
How'd you not hear that, man? Like, that's your fucking job to be up there and be paying attention,
Yeah, look around and shit. You got lucky, for sure.
Yeah,
it could have gone worse.
Yeah.
I think I had heard that they were really good shots. I had heard that some of them obviously were like super good. They would shoot in between like the crevice of like the Humvee.
Oh, the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys in Humvees or MATVs when you went off base?
They were MATVs. I just couldn't remember what the fuck the columns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the mine ambush.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. It's a big truck that's meant to take explosions. Is what it is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like ever since I've been out, man, like I forgot half acronyms.
JJ did tie buckle.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Rubio.
Kicking knowledge out here, bro.
Right.
So what would you say was one of the most memorable experiences during your deployment?
I don't know, man.
Going home.
Going home, yeah. I mean, it all just kind of meshed together.
Yeah.
It was a way of life. Like it's all memorable for me, man. You're out there, don't really want to be out there,
but kind of do.
You start asking yourself, man, why the fuck am I out here? Like, what's really going on out here?
Would you say that like, how do you think about it now when you're out? Do you think we're over there for the right reasons?
No, man, I don't think we're over there for the right reasons.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
I think it's all conspiracy, man.
Sure.
Just to put it out there. I mean, yeah. I think we're over there for the wrong reasons, and sure. I think we're slapping a bullshit, honorable reason behind it for young men to go over there.
Yeah, do you think they just slap a fucking, like, a mask on the reason why?
Yeah.
And then they're like, it's for, the global war on terrorism,
Yeah, because, like, when we grew up, when we were young boys, man,
Yeah.
we seen history like World War II,
Yeah.
Young Americans standing up to do the right thing.
Which was?
So I kind of, like, that idea came embedded in our head, and we're like, we want to do our job.
Yeah.
But we're in a totally new era, man. Like, shit is run by corporations.
For sure.
Run by banks.
Yeah.
And you know what, dude? I mean, I've talked to guys that were in Afghanistan, and they were like, we were straight up there to protect their fucking fields, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely strange because you're not the first person that feels that way. A lot of other guys that I've had on here feel the same way, where it's like, what the fuck are we over there for?
Yeah, like, it's I heard shit. It's all about the banking system, man. They're like,
I believe it, or maybe private companies, like contracting companies. That's the one that really convinces me, because KBR and like whatever other companies are getting like multi-million contracts, 100 million contracts to do jobs that you pay terrible wage to service members. Like service members. I was talking about this with McCorn. It's like, you train all these people to do all these specific jobs, right? All these jobs, whether it be generator mechanic, fucking heavy equipment mechanic, diesel mechanic, which is my operator. You teach all these jobs, and you still have to hire people to do those jobs.
Yeah.
And pay them fucking way more than what you pay your service members.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Why? Why don't you just pay them more?
I seen like a stupid math equation one time, and I can't remember it, but someone did the math of like how much a bomb costs, down to how much a rifle costs, down to how much a service member's life is worth. And it was less than a rifle, man. Like, we're cheap.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you're right, man. War is money. War makes an economy, man. It's an internal economy. And I think now they got recruiters out there targeting young kids. Like,
sure, it's easy.
Come do something honorable, And the kids, they see a completely different world of the military when they're not in it.
Yeah.
There's like almost like a veil over it, I would say. Like, be the best, go to war for an honorable reason. But when you're over there, man, you're not I mean, me personally, I wasn't over there like, fuck yeah, America, I'm doing this for my country.
Yeah.
I was like, no, dude.
Yeah.
I'm here to fuck shit up and go home. Like, I could care less right now.
Yeah, do my job and get the fuck out of here. Make some money and get out.
Yep.
Take care of my boys. That's it.
Absolutely, man.
That's it, really. You're never really thinking about anything else besides back at home. You're just like, home. Take care of my boys. Work. Go to the gym. It's never like, Man, I don't think you ever really get when you're over there. I don't think you really ever get and we might get some hate for talking about it like this. I hope not because it's just an opinion, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like they never reassure you when you're over there. Like, hey, these people are really like thankful that you guys are here. Like, we're doing this to. I never heard anything. You know what I heard? I heard us shooting fucking out at like 5 in the morning to Ramadi or Fallujah, just fucking.
Yeah.
The army's just shooting their paladins. Fucking 5 in the morning on whatever the fuck days were a blur. It was just another check mark.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
But I never really. I mean, I know we treated their civilians, which was good, right? It was good, but that's all I really kind of heard. It was just helping their civilians from war injuries. It was never like, oh, we've done this. It was weird, man. It's a strange thing, especially when you're out and you look back at it. You're like, did we even do anything?
Yeah. Like what
did we do?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, we would fly a bunch of
so much money spent on what?
Yeah.
KBR.
KBR, man.
$1 million company right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had to provide security for those guys too to go get the water.
Why didn't we just do it?
Yeah, I don't know.
They
KBR had all their own trucks, man, and we would create a convoy for them, and I would actually lead the convoy sometimes out there, and we would just provide them security while they filled up like 6 of these giant ass trucks from a well
of water. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy how those guys. At least I've heard. Right, I don't personally know. I think we have like 2 of our buddies in a contracting company because it makes money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's for me it's weird, right? Good for them for working there, but like I think it's still strange why are you paying contractors that much more money when you got your soldiers, sailors, Marines.
You got an entire fucking military
to do that job, trained for that. If you're gonna pay people, this is just a thought that I came up with now. If you're gonna pay a company to do all the other pogue jobs, then just train everybody infantry.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, because then what are you doing? You're just wasting money.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's the government for you, man.
Yeah, they drop money like it's crazy.
Yeah, fucking government. So.
Yeah, it's definitely weird to look back at it now and see it. It's strange, and we're still over there, right? Guys are still 2-7. I'm guessing is still deploying and shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, last I heard, they're still part of that.
MAGTF, the operation, is that still going on?
I don't know.
Huh.
I cut all ties keeping up with it once I got out, man.
Yeah. I had heard somebody got shot, and that was it, in Syria or something.
Oh yeah, one of the, I don't know, Grand Boot, someone did it, or in Syria.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he got shot or if he shot someone.
Oh.
Can't.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, still going on. Who knows for what? But, anyways, would you say what would you say was something good that you got out of the Marine Corps or military in general? It's a good one, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Body aches?
Body aches, yeah. Headaches. I got crazy headaches now.
That's good, right?
Yeah. Not service related, though.
Of course not. Why would it?
Hey, even though I got medical information of rolling over. But anyways, I'm probably still a driven person, man. Like, if I want to accomplish something, I can do it. I mean, I'm not too enthusiastic about things anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I want to get something done, I get it done.
Yeah.
Especially like a position if I'm interested in it, or whatever type of work I take on, I can make sure.
Yeah.
I succeed in it, man.
Yeah, you push yourself, kind of how it makes you do it while you're in the military. It's kind of it makes it normal almost to just push through the bullshit and then just get it done.
Yeah.
So when you got back to the States, how would you say it was getting back from your second deployment? Just the same thing, just casual, normal, or was it a little bit different because it was a little bit more combat involved?
It's probably a little bit more different. I think my consumption of alcohol went up drastically when I came back the second time. To the point where we were just, I don't know, man. We were drunk all the time, and I noticed more fights were breaking out within our unit. You know, a couple of guys. You know, I seen Cat and V fight. You know, I fought Shockley. I fought T. You know, we were all fighting each other, man. We were all disgruntled as fuck when we came back from the second one. Like, we all were obviously dealing with shit, and we're drinking, man.
Yeah.
And even that carried over to the civilian life for me, some, man. You know, I was drinking on the job, dude. I flipped my work truck.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Thank God the cop for that, dude, didn't even I feel like he knew. He's like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fucking deer ran out in front of me, bro. You know, like,
jeez.
Yeah. And he was really cool with me. He called me up a tow truck, got me out of there. At that point, you know, I was like, I gotta chill out with this shit, dude.
Yeah. That's lucky, man.
Yeah.
That's insane. How soon did that happen after you got out? Like shortly after?
Yeah, man. Probably within the first year of being out. You know, I took on a lot, man. My first year getting out, I found a job. Got married. Got pregnant. You know, we were pregnant. And we got a home. You know.
That's a lot of shit going on in a year.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit piled onto unresolved shit.
Yeah.
Getting out of the military, man, to be honest. Yeah, it was rough for a little bit.
How was it for you when you first got out? Like, what would you say were some of the most difficult things that you dealt with?
I had bad anger outbursts for fighting with my family. I did some time in jail. That was one. I got suicidal for a second. Thank God my wife, you know, she called the police on me.
Wow.
Police came, took my guns, man. They put me in a hospital for about 7 days, I want to say. And then from there, you know, I'm kind of glad it did happen because it really made me just kind of sit and look at myself.
Yeah.
Because I was really just too prideful to ever reach out for help, you know.
Did you ever think about reaching out to your buddies?
Yeah, man, but you know, a lot of times when you reach out to your buddies, you know, like me, I know personally when I reach out to someone, I'm always kind of I test the waters to see where they're at, you know, because I don't like ever just like, hey, Rubio, I'm fucking a mess right now.
You can.
You know?
You can.
Right.
Just so you know.
But it's like a psychological thing. It's like, hey, I want to see how you're doing to see if you can handle my weight that I'm carrying. And a lot of times, you know, people are like, I'm doing great, man. I got this going on, got that going on. And I'm like, I'm not going to talk about it then, man.
Oh, no. Then it's too well. You know? Then they can then it's going to... So it has to be a good middle, right? Like, they have to be okay.
I was like, they're like
up here.
Pride thing, man. They're way up here. I'm like, dude, I ain't letting them see me way down here, man.
Oh man, you don't have to worry about that, dude. You ain't gotta worry about that shit.
Yeah, dealt with stuff like that.
Did you feel like you were possibly going to be judged or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not want to like come off as like a weak individual to your like your brothers, basically?
Yeah, to everyone, really, man. I didn't want my wife to know I was weak.
Yeah.
I didn't want, you guys to think I'm weak. And yet again, it's kind of like that whole mentality we're taught, man. It's like
suck it up.
We seen that shit in the military, man. We seen a kid, get talked to because he said he wanted to kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, everyone ate that dude up alive, man.
Yeah.
Fucking douchebag can't handle it.
Yeah.
That toxic leadership comes into play. And I think that really planted a seed in me, like, I don't want to be that weak guy, man. I don't want to let people down around me. So a long time, I really did bottle a lot of things in. Like, dude, if I hear a stupid siren go on outside my house, how like they test the weather shit.
Yeah.
That straight up triggers fucking panic in me now.
Just freaks you out.
Probably just from the IDF alarms.
Yeah, dude, those are they get so buried in your brain, it's insane.
Yeah. So now every time I hear those stupid alarms outside, like, I go into straight panic mode. I don't know why, but I do. I deal with that.
You do know why.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, so now I'm getting therapy once a week, and that's really helping.
How is that? How is it like being able to just talk to somebody and tell them? Like, is it weird opening up to?
Yeah, at first it's super weird, man. It's super weird telling someone, "Hey, I've had thoughts of killing myself."
Yeah.
Because when you admit that to someone, at that point you feel like you are judged, and
it's a super vulnerable position to be in. It's a super vulnerable position.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then, and of course, I heard horror stories about parents that told their therapists they thought about it. Those therapists have called CPS on them,
Wow, really?
So, and that's in the back of my head. I'm like, shit, should I acknowledge this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like if you come clean about something, it's almost like you get penalized in some shape or form.
Well, it's kind of how it feels all around, to be honest. It feels like that in the military, and they do a good job at making it feel like that, because as soon as you open up about any sort of thing like that, they're like, nope. You get put on, like, on a watch.
Suicide watch, man. They drag you through all these
bullshit things.
To really make you regret for saying, "Yo, I've had some bad thoughts."
Yeah, like I'm not all right now. But they do a good job at you not wanting to say anything again. Yeah. So I guess it's effective, but it's the wrong type of effective.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's wild. And then when you get out, I think that's what. And I was only asking you those questions because that's what I felt when I was talking to you guys. Like I was like, I'm just gonna put up a fucking face. Like I'm just throwing up a face. I'm good. I'm killing it, Yeah. But I was fucking having a hard time, and I never wanted to, That's why those questions come easy for me to ask you, because it's like, did you feel this way? Did you feel that way? Because I did, And but with time and talking to people, I want to make it something where it's like something that people should talk about and can talk about without really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having to deal with the bullshit that comes with talking about that sort of thing. Because it happens too often. Too many people say do those 22 push-ups for those 22 veterans a day, and then they go and talk shit to another vet who's asking for help. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what's wrong with you, dude?
Like, what are you doing? Or they'll just put that or they'll put the suicide hotline, right? They'll put the suicide hotline number as a comment. Bro, I don't know who it was. He put something on a page saying he needed help. Some Marine. And I just messaged him, and we talked for like 2 days or whatever. And I don't even know who he is. I just hit him up, and we just talked about cars, and then I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna head out of here. Like I'll talk to you later. I hope keep it up, and then that's it. But he just needed somebody to talk to.
Sometimes that's all it takes, man. It's just someone passed out by and have a conversation with you, man. A genuine conversation.
Yeah, just talking, just literally talking. And I was just having a conversation with him, and I was asking him, and he was talking about how he just is struggling and doesn't really know what to do, and just I have the messages still. I'll have to remember. It was a few months ago, but I just wanted to reach out, see what's up. And every time we would talk, it would be like, "Nah, we're doing good. Everybody's okay." But
hey, everyone's always saying that, man.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, everybody is. But who knows? You never know when it comes to this sort of deal. Nobody really wants to. So,
well, I had a experience. It was probably like 2 months ago, man. So I've been trying to get closer with God and stuff. Part of this journey of getting out of my old ways.
Yeah.
And one day, dude, I was on my way home from work, and I seen a homeless person, dude, on the side of the road. And I was like, I kind of got to get home, but then I kind of want to get this dude like a burger and some fries.
Nice.
And I wasn't sure. I was more leaning towards just going home.
Mm-hmm.
But I made the wrong turn. And I'm like, well, shit, I got to turn around. Traffic was super heavy. The only spot I could pull into was the fucking McDonald's to turn around.
Oh, shit.
So, dude, I shit you not. I was like, well, I'm already here at McDonald's. I might as well grab this dude a number fucking one.
Yeah.
I got him like a Big Mac, fries, and a Coke. And as I was going to pay, the cashier was like, hey, God is smiling through you right now. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Really?
Like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, thanks. I give her the money. She gives me the food. I'm like, all right, here it is. I'm going to go pull up to the homeless guy.
Yeah.
Pull over, go give him his food. Shit you not, dude. He had a veteran sign.
What?
And I probably sat out there for like a good 30 minutes, dude, talking to him. I ate. He was in the Army. He did 2 tours to Iraq.
Wow.
And pretty much the way we left it, he was just like, God bless you, man. And I just told him, hey, keep surviving, dude. And sure enough, he did, man. And it was just a good day. Like,
fuck yeah. That's awesome, dude. Good for you.
I had that negative thought of not doing something, and life kind of just guided me to it.
And it literally just ended up working out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome, dude. Good for you.
Thanks.
That's really nice. That's really nice to do. Especially, it's crazy how I turned out being a vet and how the lady at McDonald's said that. It's wild.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I went home and I got on Facebook. I was like, hey, there's a vet off the highway at this exit. Was feeling giving, man.
Hook him up. Yeah.
He was a really cool guy, man.
Man, 2 deployments. I wonder what happens to those guys that end up homeless. Like, I wonder how bad does it have to get,
Yeah, I can't imagine. I think we all deal with problems when we come home. Yeah. I mean, the military, they got a manual to solve everything, but they don't have a manual how to address your feelings, how to live with them.
No way. Well, that's not what they're for. That's why.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people, when they get out, they're just lost, man.
Yeah.
You're filled with a lot of anger because, I mean, you do 4 years, you're filled with anger for straight 4 years.
Straight 4 years.
You do deployments, you deal with shit overseas that not a lot of people back home will ever understand.
Yeah.
Carry that with you. That's more baggage. And just gets to a point where a lot of us, I would say, feel almost like an empty shell just walking around.
I think it's like trying to figure out where the fuck you belong.
Yeah.
Like, where do I go? Like, I'm still struggling with that now. I'm like, what the fuck do I want to do?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Like, what is it?
Same here.
Like, I don't know.
I got a fucking GI Bill to use, man.
I know, me too.
I don't know what to do with it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
that's been my biggest struggle. I want to go to school, but I don't know for what. And I don't want to just go to something and then not fucking like it and hate it and then waste the GI Bill. You know?
takes I to be honest, I'm thinking about, and you should do it too. Think about some business management.
That would be cool.
You
I
know?
was hoping to get into a class like that or like an entrepreneur class as well,
Mm-hmm.
like a business and an entrepreneur class. That would be cool. Um, but you're still gonna have some GI Bill left over. You know, like what are we gonna
Yeah.
like? What do you do with that? It's like because it can pay for like a whole fucking degree, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, and they pay you. It's crazy. It's
You
super beneficial.
You could put some of it towards marketing, dude. Market yourself. Market what you're doing here. This is big. What you're doing here.
Thank you.
mean, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to figure it out. I haven't signed up for a school in a while, so it's like, how do you start? You know?
Well, then you run into the whole thing, like it's kind of hard for us because we have bills to pay,
Yeah.
And my wife, she's fucking nuts. She works full time, and she's going to school for nursing right now.
Damn.
And she talks to me like, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm like, no. I really have a fucking mental breakdown if I do that. Dude, like, I'm not working full time plus taking on full schoolwork, man.
Jeez.
Like, no, I can't do that.
School full time, right? And work full time?
Yeah.
Fuck, she's killing it.
Yeah, dude. And she has her days, where she's
of course
where she's on the verge of a mental breakdown, man, and I'm like,
imagine doing that. Fuck that.
Fuck no, dude.
I'd rather just use my GI Bill. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Have them pay full time, but then you got to know what you want to go for. That's full time and that is worth using that investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of guys do go to school immediately afterwards, and they use their GI Bill. But I don't know if maybe they already had time. I don't know why I never really took time to think about what the fuck I was gonna do when I got out. I was very unsure until like the last 2 years that I was gonna get out for sure.
Well, it went back to the whole leadership thing sucking. They don't really help you get out of the military, man.
You know what? We'll get into that here in a bit. I gotta fucking take a piss. We'll be back, guys. Okay, we'll be back. Yep. Bam. All right, we're back. So we were going into how I wouldn't necessarily say it was leadership, but you were saying how leadership doesn't get you ready for transitioning out, and I don't necessarily think it's the leadership's role, but I think it is the Marine Corps' role. I think the Marine Corps does need something better than the Transition and Readiness Seminar, TRS.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they give you, because I didn't find much use for TRS.
No, man, it was like a bunch of slideshows.
How to do an interview, how to write a resume.
And it was really compact. I think it was a week long, maybe.
Maybe 2 weeks. A week or two.
2 weeks. Yeah, I can't remember, but on top of that, man, like you're dealing with shit from a unit,
Yeah.
And fucking. All right, man. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't worth shit, man. Like literally, I still have that packet in one of my totes, and I have not fucking looked at it. Like.
Yeah.
But they brought in an investor, I think, from Apple one time. I don't know. To talk about. I don't know. They're talking about wanting people to stay in 29 Palms because 29 Palms is going to blossom into an amazing city.
What the
And I remember just thinking,
really?
like, I'm fucking leaving here, dude. Like,
I'm not fucking looking back.
I'm not investing in shit around here.
Wow, that's funny. It's fucking Meth City, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
Blossom? Like, what's it gonna blossom?
This isn't going to be the new Las Vegas.
It's like, yeah, dude. Everything goes to 29 Palms to die.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. Seriously. Careers. Morale. People.
People, man.
It's fucked up. Fucking 29 Palms it's a crazy desert. It's
Psychopaths, man. I remember there was one Marine. I think he offed his wife, man, threw her down a fucking well over there.
Oh, in a mine shaft.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't his wife. It was another Marine's wife.
Yeah.
Fucking psycho.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It was another Marine's wife, and she was pregnant. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I remember that. And then there's that boot from Echo Company that killed a fucking hooker and her mom.
I know, that was wild.
And then there's a Jeep fire. Someone blew up a Jeep and
there was those 03s who were from Fox who beat the fuck out of this dude after our first deployment. They went to jail. They left him. They gave him some pretty hard.
Oh yeah, dude. Yup. They're still in there too. Because I remember standing post.
What's his name? Fuck. Yeah, some 03 boot.
Ortiz
or Lopez, something like that. One of those two. But he was cool. I don't know what the fuck happened. Dumbass is what happened.
Yeah, I remember the 2737 fight. Which 271?
Yep, definitely won.
271 won that shit. We definitely won that.
Was it 37 or 17? I can't remember.
I think it was 37.
Huh. That was so many people. It was insane.
My last job, there's a 37 vet. And I remember just telling him, like, fuck 37, we whoop your guy's ass in a barracks brawl, dude.
That was insane. That was like the most amount of people I've seen fighting ever.
Yeah, man.
Like, I've never seen that many people fighting.
Yeah, I got some pretty good scars from that fight.
You get some good hits in?
Yeah. I know Cat did. Cat got that jackass. He hit a dude with a bottle, man. I remember getting some good hits in. People were like, we were just fucking each other up, man.
It was wild. I remember the duty officer of the day.
They had no idea what the fuck to do. And they're like,
nope. And he was like, I'm not fucking going down there. There was like duty in between all of you guys. I remember that. And then it just exploded. Blew up. It was kind of wild. It was so fucking wild. I see Cat run in there like a madman.
Just Superman punching.
Superman punches that dude in the eye.
Cat, he's got retard strength, man.
Yeah, it's that Iowa strength.
Yeah, that corn he eats, man.
Fucking Cat. Yeah.
That dip he eats, that's what it is. It's dip.
That jaw, dude. It strengthens his bones.
Ching!
Yeah, that motherfucker shoots 45s out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, T7 was a different fucking animal for sure. It was an interesting time. What would you say has helped you the most when getting out of the military with dealing with just everyday life?
I don't know if this is a good answer, but just not giving a fuck. Like, that's literally, if my boss is pissed at me at work and he tries saying some dumb shit to me, I'm just like, fucking whatever, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire me. I don't give a shit. Like, literally have no fucks to give.
Yeah.
Man.
Just not fully give a fuck, just not worry about anything, or what? Is that...
Yeah, I would say that. I would just I don't really worry about shit. I mean,
yeah, because then you'll just stress yourself out some more, right?
Yeah, but yeah,
right. To an extent, right? Don't go and beat somebody's face in anymore.
It's how it all builds up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't want that either. Just fucking blow up.
Yeah, just the mentality I got from it, man. I don't know.
Don't take things too hard, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm looking for.
That's the word. Maybe not give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
How about don't take things too hard, right? Because whatever. Shit's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, it really is, man.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's gonna happen. You fucking just gotta deal with it. What would you say were some of the most difficult times that you faced when you got out of the service?
Probably just adjusting to civilians around me, man.
Yeah.
You know, learning how to be a dad, learning how to be a husband.
Yeah.
Learning how to work a normal job, stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you feel like you had to change your attitude about like how you spoke with people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really belligerent anymore.
You were good at that.
Yeah. Not using the word fuck as much, especially on the job site, not talking about shit I shouldn't be talking about, because there's people around me now that would report me if we talked the way we used to talk, you know. You know, and it's not like my boss is going to be like, Travis, fuck you, you can't do that. They're going to be like,
I don't know.
See you later, man.
Peace.
Get out the door. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they're not gonna be like, you got duty tomorrow, bitch.
Yeah.
Dude. You're like, what? Man, fuck.
And then I would be like, whatever.
Yeah. And no duty recovery.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I mean, had some roller coasters, but I think things are finally starting to turn around, man. Like,
that's good, man.
Yeah. The job I'm working right now, it's almost, you really have to be involved with people, man, talking to customers. Like, I manage accounts, manage uniforms, I sell on top of that, like a sales rep. And it's just I'm really learning how to build rapport with people, talk to them, understand what they want, making sales happen. And on top of that, me and my wife are even trying to start our own business, and the whole house flipping thing. So
nice, dude. That's always good. I heard there's money in that for sure.
Yeah, and it definitely takes money to get started.
Yeah.
And, so that's probably the biggest obstacle we're facing. We had our first deal, and we're just hoping to keep that momentum going now.
Good, man. That's awesome. Fuck yeah, keep that shit up. I mean, that's the only way you gotta go, forward. And I know that's a part of business that requires money, obviously, to flip a house and shit, fix it up, flip it. But I think once you get it going, there's a lot of people who are making a lot of money from that. So
yeah, man.
I wish you guys the best of luck for sure. I hope
Thank
it
you.
turns out. Yeah. So I guess we can get closer on what would you say works for you when you're dealing with some of the harder things that you've experienced while getting out of the service?
What works for me while I'm dealing with
any challenges, like just being fucking super down in the dumps, just struggling with
it. Dude, I just talk shit to myself, like,
you call yourself a pussy or something?
Yeah, like, don't be a bitch, dude.
That's such a ski answer, dude. Don't be a bitch.
Especially if I'm working out, and
right.
I'm struggling with some weight, it's like, you're a weak bitch, man.
I did that when I was running, and I blew my ankles out. I ran like 9 miles in a week or something dumb like that. And I was like, I'm just going to start running. I can do it. And I started running, and I was doing like PFTs, right? I think I did like 3 miles in 21 minutes for not running in years. I was like, wow, I did good. And then I kept going. Like every other day I would run 3 miles or whatever it was. And I fucking, whenever I was hurting, I was like, don't be a pussy, Caesar. Don't be a pussy. Like, keep going. And then I'm over there fucking being able to barely walk. Like after I fucked up my ankle tendons because I wasn't used to putting that much effort. Yeah, it was nuts. Fucking sucked.
There's that stupid pride, man. On my 30th birthday, dude, me and my buddies were drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I was having a bonfire. One of my buddy, he was an all-state wrestler. And he's like, let's wrestle. And I'm like,
all right.
You got it, dude. And long story short, he whooped my ass.
Yeah.
And he had me in an arm bar. I think an arm bar. I don't know. It had to do with my shoulder and shit. I don't know what. It was the weirdest position.
Yeah.
And he's like, tap. And I was like,
nope.
I'm not a bitch. No. And I was like, I'm not letting you win. I'm not tapping for you. Fuck you, dude.
No.
And he did something to it where I heard a crack.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say it was broke or sprained. I don't know. I never got it looked at. But let's just say June till this month, it still fucking hurts.
Wow.
Mean, it feels a lot better.
Yeah.
But for the first couple months, like, I could not move my fucking arm, dude.
God damn it, dude. Tap.
All right.
Fuck. How can
Yeah,
you...
it's that mentality, like, I'm not giving up, man. I'll tell you.
Oof. At least it wasn't a chokehold, you know, just... I mean, he would have just made you pass out, if anything, right? If it was a chokehold, you would have just...
Yeah, I would have went to sleep.
Yeah.
I would have went to sleep.
You would have...
I would have rather gone to sleep and not remember.
It's that murder mitten, right?
Yep, the murder mitten 810.
Fuck. We just keep going until we go to sleep, man. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
And looking back at your experience while you were in the Marine Corps, what would you say were some of the best times there?
You guys. I mean, just everyone I had the pleasure of being trained by, to the guys we got to train, and for the guys within my own peer group. I mean, I never went through such shitty times with brothers that I was so close to.
Yeah.
You know, that they're not lying when they're like, that's a bond that's never going to be fucking broke. You know, that's something we all experience, you know, with each other. So I'm always going to cherish those memories.
Yeah, same, man. I try to not bum myself out. I've said it before on another podcast. I try to not bum myself out and think, man, I'm never gonna experience that again, like ever.
Right.
Like I'm never gonna be sleeping out under the California stars.
Yeah, dude.
You know, in the field.
That's why we all got to get together at least like once a year, man. And
yeah,
keep that going, because you're right. I mean, we're in different chapters of our life now. That's just what it is.
Yeah, it's just going through those sort of changes and then having to stay in contact. But yeah, man. I guess we'll cut it here, man. Thank you again for being on here. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. And,
yeah, not a problem, man. I appreciate you having me.
Of course, dude. I had a good time, and you know, just keep fucking moving forward. Keep that business going. I look forward to it seeing a fucking one of those TV shows on Hulu. It'll be you guys just
Clippers, man.
Yeah. Demo day. You know, you just break the fucking house apart and shit.
Yeah.
But thanks again for sharing your story. I hope everybody else, I hope whoever is watching here enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to like and share this message so people can pay attention to the subject and can understand us veterans a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Thank you again. Peace.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Of course, brother.
Yeah.